Good double there by Steve Waters. In-turn double.
Listen.
So it's a pretty clean first in. Get used to the ice. Hopefully here coming up in the next couple of ends, they'll get a little more aggressive. There's a half hit there. They'd probably want to hit and roll under the corner guard there. Jeff Wright will look to use this corner guard as some offense. Draw underneath there. Chance for the skip deuce.
So it's 9:30. Now you get the crowd noise starting to kick in for fun.
Get a little rowdy in the building. Just been throwing with that broom since 1906. Keeping it pretty hard. It's pretty close. Good shot right to the top of the 8. Good first shot for the skip deuce. That broom looks like they're going to try to chip that out of there. Have to throw no more than hack weight. Sweepers think he looks a little tight. They're right out on it, right out of his hand. Shot, just almost, not quite enough. Really sure if that was there. Here comes the skip deuce. Just draw to the center of the anywhere in the rings. First shot, set that up. Jeff should make this. Been a competitive playdown curler for quite a while. Using his corn broom that he got off the locks of Scotland. They're hammering out of his hand. It may be a little light. Hammer it. Never a doubt.
Want to warm his sweepers up a little bit for the rest of the game?
Yeah, you gotta get their blood flowing. Get him in the game. Pay attention. That's his son out there, so he likes to make sure that his son's paying attention. His son has resurrected his curling game because his son's a good sweeper.
Well, I made my living in my 2 years. Sure as I can't make a shot, so might as well sweep as hard as I can and hope to do something.
Yeah, there's a role for everybody.
Hey, you guys haven't kicked me out of the club yet, so it's a win.
No, we like the young, strong sweepers. Keeps us old fat guys in shape. Keeps us in the game.
Let's not go too far. Let's stick with young and just go with that.
Yeah, there you go. So he'll look to throw this either close to the rings or in the rings since he's up 2-0 with the hammer. If he throws it in the rings, he'll look to play the force the other team to 1 or to a blank. It's a little hot by Robo. However, up 2-0, better through the rings than 10 feet short of the house. So they'll look to throw a corner guard here, which is first shot and scoring the deuce. Team with the hammer trying to throw the score 2 will throw the corner guard on their first rock in most instances. This is a little heavy. That's on the back of the rings. Jeff will either be aggressive and throw the center line guard. Go. It looks like it's a little hot. Sweepers are watching it sail. Not a terrible result when you're up 2, but the Skippy was looking for still looking for a guard. Look for a little nose hit. Roll to the skips right. Cover the rock on the backside. Hammering it out of his hand, trying to avoid the peanut butter and jam on the back. And got the jam on the back, but still spun it out, so no harm done there. Jeff will ask Steve to throw top 12 here. Now the force is on, so they'll throw first rocks in the rings. Play for the force or the blank. Move on to the next end. Shot by Steve. Right on the top 12. Should be a relatively quick end with a blank in the future. Good hit there. Again, blank is in play. Look to throw the corner guard here. Again, setting up some offense for the team with the hammer. Pretty good shot there. About end up about 6 feet off the house. Jeff left and make a decision to come underneath that probably. Oh, he'll actually go to the other side. Looking to, again, playing for the force if he goes to the left side. Looking to potentially steal if he goes underneath that. So he looks like he'll try to steal, come underneath it. Put some pressure on the team with the hammer here. Shot looks a little hot out of his hand. Sweepers haven't really touched it. Gets stoned, a little hot. Really want the sweepers to sweep that underneath the corner. A little deep behind the tee. They'll try to come up underneath, use that corner guard as offense. Get up underneath that corner guard. Counting shot rock. So I guess a little hot and a little wide. Starting to sweep it now. Not too bad, over curling a little bit. But it's shot rock, so that'll work. Jeff will ask Steve Waters to draw down and corner freeze on that rock. Pretty good. Robo's trying to make it curl there with that sweep. Not too bad. Little tap, sitting 1-2 now. Lavertu Rink throws a little controlled nose hit double here. Roll a little bit to the left. They'll be sitting 1-2 with the house split. Probably throwing no more than board weight here. Two options here, nose hit, double this off the back and roll to the left, or depending on where it is out of his hand, they'll maybe hit this on the nose and roll a little bit to the right and get underneath cover. Two options. They're on it hard. Hits it on the nose and sticks. So Jeff is looking at a little control hit here. Hit that just off the nose. Tumble to the right. Sit 1-2. Schrock will move if he does not throw board weight. He's sweeping it pretty hard to keep it straight. Now they're both on it. Looks like it's may over curl. Yep, and they're by the guard. Does over curl just a bit. They're still just shot rock. So it looks like Mike Moore from the Mayfield rink will try to draw here. Sitting 1. A little bit of backing. Not touching it out of his hand. Look at maybe a little bit hot. A little bit hot. Steve Waters trying to get this through. Not the shot they were looking for. Jeff will try to throw one here on the top 8. Cover his shot rock in the back 8. And force Lavertu to draw against 2. Broom placement's interesting here. Steve Waters has the broom solid 8 inches farther out they had on the previous shot, and technically throwing the same shot here. Draw to the top of the 8, top of the 4, covering that back rock. They're on it pretty good. Looks close. Good shot. They'll try to get it to shot second count. And good spot. Not quite sure of that second count. Yeah, that's just hitting shot 1. They'll just have to draw against 2 here. Talked about before. See if he can dial it down here a little bit. He was looking for the draw on the last shot. A little heavy. See if he can dial it down here and make this draw against 2. They're on it now. Looks pretty close. They're hammering it pretty good. Got to go a little bit. Got to go a little bit. Probably a missed sweep call there. They didn't start sweeping until halfway down the sheet. They hammered out of his hand. I think they're good. It's for sure 1 and 2. He'll want that shot back. Shot Mike would normally make, throwing skip rocks. Want to be able to throw the open 4 whenever you have the opportunity. He'll have a sip of beer and regroup.
I think we have plenty of that around, so I think we'll be okay with that.
That and bacon. I think there's plenty of beer and bacon around the old Bonspiel today. In my case, wine. So Jeff Wright up 4. He'll continue to throw these in the rings, look to play the force. He'd be more than happy to give them 1 here and move on along to the next in. A little late tonight. Oh, they scored 3 there. I think that. Thought they only got 2 in that in. 3 for sure. They'll throw it in the rings. They'll have to throw a corner guard here to try to create the deuce. Playing against Jeff Wright, he is a very competitive curler. He's played in senior nationals, senior worlds, club playdowns, U.S. club championships. Very established curler, especially with the guys on this team: Steve Waters, son Steve Wright, Robo. I think this game is going to be short-lived, or at least it should be, unless the wheels fall off the cart for the Wright team. With Wright sitting 1-2, they have a decision to make here. Will they come under the corner guard, try to create some offense, or hit and come under the corner guard? There's 2 options there. Looks like they're going to try the hit and roll under. Thought he had thrown hack weight here, but it looks like he threw a little bit more than that. Good shot. 1 underneath the corner guard. Shot rocks exposed. Counting rock, which is their 2 counting rock is under the corner guard, which was the main purpose of that shot there. So this will Steve to throw a drawdown 2 there. Try to take that rock out of play. That's a good shot by the Lavertu. Up 5-0. This game is all about eliminating cherries at this point. Not bad. They're looking for the corner freeze, but they are sitting 1-2. Right now, there's a question. You're down 5-0. He's looking to play the hit and roll over. I myself would play a lot softer shot here and try to get rocks as I can in play and sneak my way in for a couple here. Throwing the double here, all it does is set you up for the horse. So makes a double. It's all fine and dandy, but they'll just make the hit here. While that double looked good on paper, this game is now all about math, and it's red rocks versus yellow rocks. It's a math game now, so Jeff Wright will look to nothing but run them out of rocks. Hits that there. So now here he has an option: draw underneath the corner guard, create the force, or deal with the two rocks on the right side. So if he deals with the shot rock here, again, he'll be sitting 1, right? Potentially, if he hits a double 1-2, Jeff will be more than happy to give him 1 here, or even give him 2 for that matter. Just doesn't want to give up more than 2 here. Give him 2, take the hammer coming back, and the even ends. Scoreboard's in his favor. Jeff Wright sitting 1. His options are to clear the guard on the top, open it up. Again, he's more than willing to give away 2 here. Not worried about giving up 2 on the end, just doesn't want to give up any more than that. So the corner guard is Lavertu's offense. So he'll choose to take away his offense, give him 2, and move along to the next end. Curling's all about scoreboard control and how you can control the scoreboard. So right now, when you're up 5-0, truly becomes a math game at this point. Again, got the object rock there. Again, looks good on paper, but that's not what he was looking for. He's looking to actually clear the corner guard. The only offense that the Lavertu rink has is that corner guard. The idea was to get rid of that corner guard, not to hit the nose jam there. Now we'll see if they'll be able to use that corner guard to their offense that the Wright team unfortunately left there. To get around that, ooh, just a little bit of a kiss. That on the open. Jeff will look to take that out. And then roll under that corner guard. So the corner guard actually controls the entire end in this game. And how curling works: when you have the hammer, Want a corner guard when you don't have the hammer. Want a center line guard. That's how you create offense. Steve sweeping that pretty hard, trying to hold it straight. Not bad. Good shot. Hits roll over 1 and 2. House split. Sometimes the best guard is the second counter that can't be double. Case. That's where they are. So again, the corner guard is controlling the end here, so they'll try to get underneath that corner guard one more time. That's the reason why Steve Waters' shot earlier in the end was trying to peel the corner guard and not the nose hit on the corner guard. While it looked pretty impressive that he ran the corner guard back and took the shot rock off, that was not a called shot. Going to want that shot back. Pretty good chance that our featured game will be at the bar pretty quickly. Jeff Wright sitting 1-2, up 5-0. We'll look to come underneath that corner guard, sit 1-2-3. And force the Lavertu ring to draw against the number. Again, the classic force gives him 1. He would have very happily given him 1 before the sin started and gone along. Jeff, is your mic on?
You know, we can turn it on whether the night likes it or not.
I think the nice addition to the Bonspiel this year.
You mean you were sitting here?
Yeah, well, me sitting here, that's always a good addition, but...
Yeah. I can say it's significantly better with you sitting here talking than me.
Yeah, I've done this before, actually, more than one time. So.
Intentionally?
Yes, intentionally, actually. I like doing this.
I can cover like the bad humor part, like the curling strategy part. Leave me out of that part.
Curling strategy, I know enough to be dangerous.
I know enough to know I don't know anything.
That's good. Jeff's been curling for a long time. He still doesn't know anything either.
Thanks, Gary. I do resemble that remark, though.
That's fine. That's why I said it. That's good. I know a lot of people have been curling for a long time and still can't figure out when they have the hammer or not, so it's fine.
Still forget that occasionally.
Yeah, me too after a bottle of wine or two.
Is that it? A little disappointed in you.
No, I'm pretty good. I'm not going to jinx myself. I'm pretty good, actually, with a glass of wine in my hand. It's like a big hit here. Looking for, trying to move 3 rocks here. 1, and spin out. Not sure down 5 that's proper call there, but it looks good from the back of the glass if he'd have made the triple. Down 5, I'm not so sure I'd be throwing anything harder than backline weight here, trying to get myself back in the game. Jeff again will try to come underneath that corner guard, which has dictated the entire end. Way more action going on behind the glass here. They're playing this game these Canadians guys play.
I think the point's the drink.
Yeah, it's a game about, I think it's on the bus or off the bus or something.
Yeah, you make people drink, and then if you try to make too many people drink, you drink a ton.
Yeah. I've used my limited number of brain cells to determine that I am not going to play that game.
I don't think wine transfers well.
And that's a bad game with wine. Woo. It's not as bad when Jim Rashi plays it with gin, but it's a bad game.
I think there's a reason they're drinking it on, like, you know, the free beer they get for buying into this field.
Free beer's a good way to drink it. Interesting, the game gets more exciting when Romy McCarthy is playing. Is the only female at a table of 10 males.
I was like, normally the drinking picks up when there's one female and 10 males around, yeah.
Yeah, it is a men's bonspiel with limited women participations. I don't know where her husband is. I don't know where Brendan is.
He was just behind us a moment ago.
He knows to disappear.
Yeah.
I think this similar thing happened last year, and he was playing crokinole with me in the back room, saying, it'll be okay.
It did happen last year. I do remember.
Yeah.
I think she had fun. That's why she's back there again this year.
Her and Susie, I think. I think her and Susie both out here.
Yeah.
I don't see Susie this year, though.
The only thing about that game is it limits Chuck Severson's wine drinking because he has to go to beer when he's playing.
I don't know if I'd recognize Severson.
Red hat. Sorry, guys, we're talking about stuff behind the ice here, or behind the glass.
I meant without wine.
Yeah, without wine. Yeah, there you go. So Lavertu rink is again drawing against numbers. 1. Classic force makes us 1. Could have eliminated in 15 minutes of time, and Jeff Wright would have been fine, giving him 1 there before the end even started. Jeff scores 2 here. We could be an early broadcast. I don't think that game was played, that end was played aggressive enough by the Lavertu rink. If, down 5, really have to think about not throwing anything harder than backline weight. Keep rocks in play and pick your poison. Has to be short of the rings here to create some offense. This is in the rings. It is for sure game over. I can assure you, as a skip, when you're down 4 without the hammer and your lead throws it in the rings, blood pressure jumps up just a little bit. Again, when you do not have the hammer and curling, you're way to create offense is with a center line guard. So this game is going to get out of hand pretty quickly unless the Lavertu rink can get rocks in offensive positions. This one will definitely not get into the rings. After throwing it in the rings, looks like they pulled the string on this one and barely get it over the hog line. Jeff will throw one into the corner rings here. Call that rollout insurance. Again, Jeff will be happy to score 1 or 2 here. It's just a math game at this point. Throw this in the rings. Lavertu ring should throw up another center guard. Good shot by Robo. The center guard here. Looks like that might be a little wide. Get on it now. A little wide and light. Jeff has an option here. He can either cover that. Well, it's after the 5th rock here, so he will, after the 5 guard zone, try to throw Peel here. Look to hit that at 1 o'clock our time. The rock in front is a little bit ahead of the other rock, so look to split both these off. All 3 of these should go. Hit that on the nose, that would be a miss. So now the Lavertu rink will look to come around that. And this level of curling, at the highest level, that is a guaranteed peel and everything goes. One of the harder shots to make in club curling level is the straight peel or the run back. You're on that pretty hard trying to get that around. Plenty of room. Good looking shot there. Good looking shot. Right to the 4, and that is the reason why that last shot was a big miss. So they'll try it one more time. He'll look to hit that on the right side again about 1 o'clock. Spill everything here. Steve Waters is on it again, trying to hold it straight. So like he may have been a little narrow again. Yes, and he was a little narrow again. So not Steve Wright's 2 best shots back to back that we've seen him throw before. Lavertu rink is now sitting 1 to look to come around the center guard again. The game, while can be a little difficult in this particular case, is if you do not have Hammerstone create offense by the center line guard. Lavertu Rink's done a good job of that in this end. To look to come around this again, sit 1-2. They'll want this to get to the top of the 4. On it now. Here it comes. Not awful, but they really wanted that to be underneath cover there. So Jeff is looking at a shot either through a pretty tight port or trying to clear that guard. I think he'll take either one. I would prefer to hit the guard if it was up to me. Looks a little wide. Oh, he makes it through the port. Great shot by Steve Waters. That was a rock and a, might have been a rock and a half port there. That's a good shot. I made one of those earlier today. So they look to make the same shot through the port here. We'll see how good of a shot Steve's first one was, because if he makes it right through the same port, then it obviously wasn't that hard, but not so sure this one's going to get through there. Not get through there. That was a little tight out of his hand. Jeff sitting 1-2, up 5-1. Option is do you draw underneath the center line guard, keep their offense in play, or do you get rid of that, take away their offense, don't really care about your scoring rocks. So a couple different ways you can play here. If he comes around the center line guard, he gets to the top of the four. That's the aggressive way there. Conservative way would be to peel the center line guard. My guess is he's going to come around that center line guard. Their team is in complete control and put him under pressure. Yeah, that's looks what he's going to do. He's going to come around the top of that, try to throw it to the top of the 8-foot, and just keep his foot on the gas pedal. Like it's got a weight there. They're on it now. It's actually slowing down a little bit. They're on it. Stay on it. And a little bit of a rub. Not tragic, but that's not really wanted to go. Lavertu rink again, being behind here. Needs to just throw the draw into the pocket. Keep rocks in play. Throw a draw here, put it right into the pair of pants, and then see what happens after that. Shot looks pretty good. It's got to curl a little bit. It's got plenty of weight. Really wants that to nestle. That's just hot. That's just he's got to let the sweepers get some exercise there. So he threw that with no sweeper help, hit it on the nose, tapped it back, left it in the open. Again, he's just, sweepers have to take control of that rock. He's got to let it go, let the sweepers control where it is, throw that right into the pocket. Jeff will look to just hit this, roll to the left underneath those, underneath the guards in the center. Hit 1, 2, 3. Force him to throw the freeze again. So Jeff is looking to at least score one here, if not multiples. So if he scores multiples, it'll be a short broadcast. Anybody watching this game? 11 current viewers. All right. I thought Jeff Wright had more friends than that.
We had 13 and 15 earlier. I just want you to know that. So
So he has less friends than everybody else, which is par for the course. That's fine.
Or maybe they like the other broadcaster better.
Maybe.
I said we were pretty funny. I mean, I wasn't, but he was, and he would, you know.
Hey, they didn't know I was broadcasting. I'll tell a few people I'm broadcasting. It'll be good to go. You
Well,
guys,
Come
you
and
guys,
find there's gonna be 100 people, and I'm gonna be like,
you guys limit my ability to be critical here. So
then we're gonna look at your phone and realize we got 100 tabs open at YouTube, and realize that all the viewers are just you trying to inflate your ego a little bit. Like, I had 100 viewers. What about you?
that's good. Like, for example, in this end, so Mike's looking to play the double, and he needs a score. So if he throws a double here, his shot's still gonna, his rock is still gonna be open. So do you eliminate the one and draw down to the back one? Do you try to come underneath the corner guard, the one up top, sit on the back corner of the edge of the four, then force Jeff Wright to make a shot? Throwing the double here, it's makeable, but it's still going to be wide open. Jeff just hits it, scores his two, game's over either way.
He can't roll under the guards with this shot and still make the
He's
double.
trying to throw the double here. He can hit that rock and roll underneath his guards, but that's not the shot that he was trying to make. So this is the shot he was trying to make, was to make the double, which is fine, right? So is he one? It's pretty close. I think Jeff will try to throw the run back here. That's a pretty good shot. That actually ended up in a better spot than I thought he could make it there, but not bad. Good. City one. I personally would have tried to hit and roll underneath his the double guard, roll it to the left. Then he is sitting one under cover underneath his own cover. So right now Jeff's going to use his own rock and try to run it back. Either way, it's a good shot. He got the shot rock, so. actually, Jeff is actually trying to throw the draw here. I thought he was trying to throw the run back.
Yeah.
My bad.
Kind of looks like Jeff is shot.
I don't know. It's pretty close. That's a great
Well,
shot
he is
there.
now.
So, again, the best to guard sometimes is the second shot rock that cannot be doubled. And he threw that, so there you go. Well, it looks like they're going to keep us on the air for another at least end or two. I would be having a glass of wine at this particular point in time. It's me. Oh, I am having a glass of wine, so that's fair enough. Come on, Robo. Throw it up.
That was 2 for Wright that end. That was 2 points for Wright that end.
2 points. So the right ring throws one in. What happened there? Burnt rock or burnt the rock or a hog? Couldn't tell from where we're sitting. A great vantage point, but still couldn't tell. It did pick? Yeah.
I mean, it was going to end way off to the edge of the sheet.
I think it hit a hair off his head. Defic, don't get me started. All right, so we'll add back to the commentary here. So it's Robo threw one deep on the first rock. Lavertu rink missed her second rock. Now it's 2 center guards. Right rink has a rock in the back. Steve Wright's looking to come around those now. Sit 1-2. Not too bad, little wide. You think he threw that at his dad's left foot there, a little wide on that toss. But hey, touching 4. Weight was good, but I think he'll all agree afterwards that he threw that at his dad's left foot. Hello, Mr. Severson. How you doing? Sheet 3, it's a little bit of a blowout. Had a bad shot there. City 1. Again, down 7-1 and hitting. I would just disagree. Is not the best strategy there. I would try to throw T plus to backline weight there, tap that rock a little bit back and get underneath as opposed to hitting. Steve Wright rink now will just peel centerline guards. Again, it's all about the scoreboard now and just running rocks out of play. So they peel there, peel that. Lavertu rink will have to create offense, so they're going to throw a centerline guard again. What's all about here is throwing centerline guards, right rink, peeling rocks, Lavertu rink, drawing for 2. They're on it pretty hard here, so they're trying to throw this at what we would call a 3 or a 4 if you're new to curling, trying to call numbers when we throw rocks out. So we have a 10 count system, 1 through 10, 10 being the back line, count your way up, 1 being where that rock was just thrown. So as you're new to curling, you're trying to watch a game, and if we were mic'd up out there when we said 1 through 10, then we would yell numbers out as we're curling as to where we thought the stone was going to end up with our sweeper. So that was a 1. So now Steve Waters will try to peel that rock off. Good shot there. Everything goes. Lavertu rink will then again try to cover it. So this is just you'll see a lot of the same shots over here for the next 3 to 4 rocks here. They'll probably do the same thing, and then Lavertu rink will eventually come underneath that yellow guard, try to sit 1-2. Like it might be a wee bit wide here. They're staying off of it. It's wide from our vantage point. Here it comes. It's coming in now. Good brick. Pretty much right where they would have best spot they could put it there. Maybe a wee bit higher, but Steve Waters will look to run this back now. To a straight run back. Pretty tight broom there. Looking for Steve Waters to throw a pretty heavy rock here. And he does throw peel weight at it. Good brick. Throws a run back double. Just the way they drew it up. Lavertu rink now will try to come around that center guard. Put those back. Jeff Wright rink is in complete control of this game. Lavertu rink came all the way from Mayfield, Ohio. Lavertu Lavertu rink had a great bonspiel at the Exmoor Continental. They actually won it. They are not a team that should be taken lightly, but they are getting a little bit of a beating in this game today. Great shot there. Right on the pin. Smothered the pin there. Good brick. Jeff Wright will probably try to throw the run back here. Look at what they're lining up. To throw just intern. To throw just intern here. He likes the way he leans in that corn broom. He likes that intern better than his out turn. You can throw this either way. Lets it go. Jeff Wright sings it down there. That's about as hard as he's normally ever going to throw it there. He'll wait for Jeff Wright. And just a little inside. But again, that's okay. It's all about running the other team out of rocks at this point. Mike Moore will try to throw a draw here. He'll try to get it underneath the high guard. Try to actually, he will leave his shot rock exposed. Try to throw it underneath the high guard to secure the second point. And then Jeff will hit his shot rock. And then Mike Moore will try to hit for two. Taking a lot of broom here, so they're just going to try to throw. Ooh, I'm saying no more than back line here. A lot of broom. Pretty good shot there. Probably wanted to could have probably swept that and got that a little bit more underneath that guard. But either way, a good spot. Good spot for them to score two. Jeff wants to be careful here and not jam on the back rock. Give them a chance for three. Peanut butter and jam is in play here, so we'll see how he does. I expect him to make it. Throwing pretty good weight at that. A little tight out of his hand. pretty straightforward shot for Mike to get to here. Draw down on top of that. I really don't think the outcome of this game is in question, but the deuce here will give us 10 more minutes of fun here, so they'll let us throw it back to the glass. Stefik, do you think he'd make this draw here?
Will he make it?
Would you make it?
What? I would certainly try.
Yeah, I think you would make it, actually.
It helps to have the backing back there.
Yeah, that's why I think you would make it, actually. It has backing. Straight draw.
The backing has backing.
Straight draw, I'd give you a 50-50 odds of making that. With backing, probably 75%. All right, here we go. What should be the final end. Jeff Wright told us before he played the Bergman rink earlier today that the end would be over, the game would be over in 5. However, it went a little longer than that.
How long did it go?
Did go to the 7th end only because Bergman was kept playing, but did go past 5. Bergman is actually on sheet 2 here. Nickname is Crash because he does wear a bicycle helmet on the ice, which actually is not a bad idea, but he does wear the bicycle helmet. Jeff Wright being the pretty nationally renowned curler that he was, a few years ago, lost to Steve Bergman, otherwise known as Crash, and at the Exmoor men's banquet, Jeff Wright was presented with a bicycle helmet from losing for Crash, so kind of funny. I will admit I was part of him getting a bicycle helmet for that, so that was good.
They do have fun at the Exmoor banquet on Saturday night. I've been to a few of those.
Yeah, we like to give through that. The Exmoor Continental is one of the top bonspiels on the circuit, along with the Milwaukee men's. A different atmosphere at each spiel, but as somebody who has curled around the Midwest to a lot of different bonspiels, I will say that Milwaukee men's and the Exmoor Continentals are easily the two best bonspiels on the circuit, which is evident by the quality of teams that we have here at our spiel here at the Milwaukee men's. We have numerous Canadian teams from all over the Midwest, St. Paul, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Ohio, and at the Continental, they do have a thing called the Can-Am, which is a Canadian-American contest. So last year they had 40 teams in the Continental this year, and 21 teams were American, 19 teams were Canadian. So that's always a fun event where you get to play in the Can-Am. If you're an American, and fun to get to play against the Canadian guys. So fun stuff there. We'll say the Milwaukee men's though with 130 pounds of bacon. Not so sure. It's pretty hard to beat the Milwaukee men's as far as it goes with bonspiels.
I know they've got had pizzas out there. I see people with wings out here now too.
Yeah, we have.
You don't go hungry here.
I think I started with bacon today. Bacon cheeseburger for lunch. Had ribs for dinner. I would be eating pizza now and wings, except for I'm commentating on this game. But I do have a lot of wine, so that's good.
Well, you're down to half a bottle of wine now.
Oh yeah, that's just my own bottle. All right, so back to the curling action. Jeff Wright rink is sitting 1 back at the 12. Lavertu rink has created offense with 2 center guards. Wright team will look to come around those center guards, put one on the top of the, probably top of the 8-foot here. It's a little tight, Steve Wright's shot here. We'll see. Oh, they're still on it. Looks pretty good. It should get to the top 8, maybe top 4. Top 4. Good brick by junior Steve Wright. Again, Lavertu rink here. Shouldn't throw anything more than draw. Try to throw a corner freeze on this rock, actually. Maybe a hair bit of a tap, but corner freeze. I think it may be a little hot. Hot and wide. Here it comes. Yep, but a little hot and wide, so that actually secures that shot rock there. So it looks like Jeff Wright's team will throw maybe hack here. Hack the board, get that just at about 11 o'clock and flop under. This shot is made. Game is for sure over.
One of these ends, you'll learn to stop saying that.
Well, the game's been over. The game's been over literally since N2. So, game is for sure over right now. That was a great shot by Steve Wright. You couldn't have picked it up and dropped it any closer to where he wanted it. And by the way, since the second end, this game has been over. It is complete exercise right now and entertainment for the 3 viewers we have on YouTube, but it has been over for a long time.
We went up 1 viewer, so.
Oh, I think my fiance joined the broadcast.
So you've got more exciting apparently. You added 1 viewer.
Yeah, 1 viewer. Yeah, that's good. She loves me. At least somebody does. That's good. Have we organized a Twitter feed to go with this yet?
I don't think we did, but there is YouTube comments that we also. There we go.
Ah, very good. So, TGJ Vice must be. We know who that is?
No.
Oh, come on.
And I'm still a new guy here. I don't know anything. All I do is click buttons.
That would be Jim Rashi, by the way. Jim, we miss you. Where are you? So they're looking for a come around draw here to the top 4. There is limited to no chance of this shot being made. They're on it though. They think he's close. I hope he makes it. No, not gonna happen. Jeff Wright will look to throw one here. About 1.5 feet off the top of the rings by Steve Waters. Jeff Wright team at a formidable rink. He has won the Milwaukee Men's Bonspiel. Let's see.
Last year.
He won it last year?
Yep.
He did win it last year. He has won it. How many times has Jeff Wright won this Bonspiel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times? Maybe more than that. That's since 2003. He's old, so he's won it a bunch of times. Oh, 7 times. He's won it 7 times. Funny thing about that is Uncle Artie from the same club at Exmoor, which I was a member at one time, has won it 7 times as well. I would never have thought that Uncle Artie had won the Milwaukee Men 7 times. This is like funny stuff here. I never knew that. I have never won this Bonspiel. I have been in the semifinals of the first on numerous occasions. And I lost in the finals once, I do believe. And pretty sure that I have drank my way out of the first event on at least a couple of occasions. However, I have won Carson at the Milwaukee, which is our club championship, 4 times. So we like to call this end that is currently developed as the Big Top Circus end. So we like to sing the because Mike Moore is throwing crazy off ends trying to get to 2 rocks on the 4-foot that are covered by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rocks. So big top curling here on sheet 3. So Jeff can try to run this corner guard and give them absolutely no chance. Throw a guard on the corner guard, give them absolutely no chance. Or you can technically throw this rock onto sheet 5, and they'd have to throw an angle raise, which is pretty much no chance anyway. So. Jeff Wright trying to throw a guard here. Looks pretty good. Out of his hand. Robo was killing it trying to get to the right spot. Good spot. Takes away the outside angle on the run back. try to draw through a hole that is really not there. I made a shot earlier today through a port that I didn't really think was there. And this.
You don't have that much to say, do you? Do you have that much to say?
Stefik, be $100 if he makes this shot.
I'll take it.
A dollar bet for 101 odds if he makes this shot. Through the port.
What's the definition of made? I might give you that dollar.
Made has to be shot rock here.
Oh, shot rock. Oh, I'll let you know when it ends up shot.
No, there is no flipping chance.
Yeah,
He's on the guard.
on the guard.
No, there was no chance. Sorry, it was not a more entertaining game for our featured match this evening. But Jeff Wright rink was just a little too tough for the Lavertu rink from Bayfield Curling Club. So stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow morning for some more exciting curling action, where Jeff Stefik may be your announcer. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Time to drink.